Hello and good evening to you. Welcome to Missions tonight here on News 360. My name is Alfred Okansi and member Mission supported by DFID and the European Union. Now, pupils of the Imbora DA Primary School in the Kwandai district of the Northern Region are compelled to bring firewood and water from home daily before school feeding caterers can prepare meals. The practice, coupled with inadequate furniture, is affecting the school's enrollment.
It is a bright Tuesday morning at the Imbora DA Basic School. Attendance is high, but there is no teacher. Few minutes later, some teachers arrive and lessons begin. The school, which serves Imbora and 4 other communities, is among several deprived educational facilities in the Kwandai district.
Some of the classes are put together in one apartment, and others they are sitting under sheds, even on the bare floor. So in the case of the upper primary 4, 5, and 6, they are in a pavilion, sitting on the bare floor. Some have no furniture to sit on. So it has a serious implication on their learning.
Every class lacks furniture. Pupils sit on broken pieces of desk. Even here, it is first come, first served, leaving many sitting on the floor. Class 4, 5, and 6 pupils occupy a dusty pavilion constructed by the Parents-Teacher Association. Certain exercises are done on the floor. This affects sitting posture.
It has actually discouraged a lot of children from enrolling into the school, because as at now, if you go into the community, you see a lot of children sitting there. Most often, I do leave the school premises and go into the community to sack the children to come to school. They will come all right, but the following day, they decline. You follow up to ask why, and they tell you they came the previous day, they didn't get places to sit. And they cannot imagine sitting on the floor when their counterparts in the towns are sitting in well-built classrooms. So how can that be?
For the nursery pupils, their only option in writing is the floor. This has affected enrollment. Even those enrolled dropped out because school is not attractive.
Because Nkwadano bebre frebabi a ɛwɔ kakra no ana ne ɛwɔ kurumu aha no ebem so ntiase nyamba omotimu nti ya ban kwan aha no yes suku nkwada ne nyina omoba omodwane fa kwa fese nkonja ni ho ana kwa so nkonja ni ho.
Attendance in this school continue to dwindle simply because pupils cannot afford to be sitting on the bare floor, all in the name of seeking for education, and this has been a source of worry to teachers.
The Imbora DA Basic School is a beneficiary of the school feeding program, but pupils do not get food easily. Water is a prized commodity, and so pupils are compelled to bring water and firewood from home before meals can be prepared.
If it so happens that they don't bring firewood and cooking is not done, because they are used to it, sometimes it is difficult to get them to even sit down and learn. Because, like I said earlier on, they run into the community, the guys of going to eat and come back. And when they go back, it becomes difficult for most of them to return to the classrooms.
This has been the practice for the past 1 year. Is the Kwandai District Education Directorate aware of this practice?
I'm not aware that people bring water and firewood for them to prepare food for them. Maybe I am here to be giving the feedback because this program has just started and maybe I have not yet been able to go around to actually inspect the school feeding programs or second supervisors giving me reports, so I have no idea about that.
The District Education Director assures of immediate measures to deal with the situation.
That should not be the practice, because children are not supposed to bring firewood. Because if you are the caterer, it behoves on you to bring firewood to prepare meals for the children. I myself will go there, find out from whom the caterer is, and then talk to the caterer to change the attitude of asking school children to bring firewood and then fetching water for their meals to be prepared. If he doesn't change, then I will be compelled to report it to the district assembly so that together we take action.
The Imbora Junior High School is also challenged. Classes are controlled by the weather as students are accommodated under a thatched shelter.
South Africa's late president, Nelson Mandela, once said that education is the right tool to change the world. If indeed education is the right tool to change the Imbora community, then stakeholders must prioritize committing resources to address the plight of the Imbora school. Stanley Nibleu, TV3 News, Imbora.
Let's still stay in the northern region and still with Stanley. Expectant mothers at Aprusaya in the Nanumba South District of the northern region receive health care under poor conditions. Stanley Nibleu reports the only CHIPS zone has no structure to operate from.
This is the Aprusaya community inhabited by Konkombes and Nanumbes. A bright morning signifies hope for residents. Expectant mothers are at the community square receiving antenatal care. This is the meeting point because there is no structure. Aprusaya and 4 other communities have been demarcated as a CHIPS zone in the Lunging catchment area more than 3 years ago, but have no physical structure. In fact, healthcare givers lack logistics. For years, healthcare has been administered to patients under trees.
But when we come to work, the trains, the wind can even blow our papers and our registers away. And you see how we are carried here, dust, and the women, they inhale, most of them inhale dust. And you know what dust can cause to them.
A resident who is saddened by the development was compelled to donate his bedroom and mats to be used by health personnel in examining pregnant women.
The bra me brano, me pese bi obi ansa brambi. Se mo baba mama na se mi ma omo no mo fefe enkwada no mpanyefo no nyina yare no.
I gave out my room because I don't want to see my people suffer. An improvement in healthcare delivery will help us.
Health personnel here are doing their best to save lives, especially that of pregnant women. But inadequate infrastructure coupled with logistics are affecting the way healthcare is administered to these people, especially where pregnant women have had to lie on the floor to receive care. This is worrying.
Health workers give off their best despite the challenges.
And they have to, because
we don't think we should stop the work. We have been coming here every day, every month to care for them. So we are also doing our best to help them.
Motors and tricycles are the only means in commuting to Lunging during referrals. The mission team was told there are only 2 tricycles in the community. Hence, one would have to trek about 14 kilometers if he misses any.
Most of our parents here are not having motorbikes and even motoking. And motoking is once in a week, unless market days, Lunging market days. So if they are coming like that, they will all gather and pick a motoking. Sometimes the motoking will come from Lunging to this place and pick them to Lunging for market. So after market, they will bring them. But assuming labor case setting maybe in the evening or midnight, and it happens that there won't be any moto or motoking around, there is a challenge to them.
The community has donated a parcel of land for the construction of a CHIPS facility, but the land has remained in the same state for several years. The Nanumba South District Assembly has no immediate plans to address the situation. The population of Aprusaya community is dominated by children who are often used as laborers on farms. The chief of the community is married to 4 women and has 30 children. He indicated his willingness to add on to the already existing offsprings, given this explanation.
God has given them children, they will have to give birth. And then there are some men who also get married and they don't get children, so they give birth to compensate for them.
He said he has divided the 30 children into 3 groups, depending on their age and maturity. He educates one group, uses them as laborers on his farm, while the remaining group serves as his shepherds. Family planning is the last thing on their minds.
Children are many in this community. This is because parents have refused to do family planning. They believe giving birth is a blessing from God, and so they use them on their farms.
The suffering of pregnant women and children may linger on if nothing is done to improve healthcare delivery in the area. Stanley Nibleu, TV3 News, Aprusaya, Nanumba South.
Oh, quite a worrying situation there. But that's it for Missions tonight here on News 360, supported by Star Ghana with funding from Danida, UK Aid and the European Union. Back to you, Solis.